In this episode, I'm gonna discuss why I think that time is your single competitor or enemy. Hello and welcome back. Now this is the episode 16 of Decode Your 20s, and I'm gonna talk about a theme that I thought about the first time 1 year ago when I wrote an article about my learnings from the first year of university. And that was that we as humans, we are in competition just against time and not in a competition against anyone else. And I think there is a big confusion in the system regarding this thing, because many think, even in school, we are taught that in order to have let's say the highest mark, the best grades and all that stuff, you need to compete with the others. But as a simple analogy, in order to build the biggest building in town, I think it's easier just to build the biggest building instead of tearing down all other buildings. And regarding this theme that we are in competition just against time, there are two things that we can debate. Now the first one is who can we compete with? And some might say that there are other people that we do that. Now on one side I get it, if you are in a competition for becoming a president, or somewhere where you are in a directly competition with someone to win a function, or I don't know, something like that. For example, in if you want to become the mayor of your city, it's clear that there are 3 people in the competition and you are fighting against them. But on a general cases, 99.8% of the cases, it's just you against time. And the reason that I'm saying that that's time is that it's clear that everyone has a finite amount of time. We are gonna die at the end of the day. And I would say the time is like a gold rush. You need to rush as fast as you can to whatever you want, and it's all about you. It's you who needs to become better and not trying to destroy what other people have done in order that you become the best. Now, school tries to teach us something else. I think that's wrong. And there is a big confusion that I wanted to discuss about this one. Now, another reason that I'm saying that you fight against time is that time passes and you are gonna go through different steps of your life. Let's say that you are a kid, then you have unlimited time because your parents take care of everything. Then you become high school, then you a student, then you are gonna make a family and all that stuff. And the more the time passes, the older you become, I think that the less, let's say, free time you have, because you start having different obligations. You need to raise your kids, or you need to go to your university friends' weddings because they married and all that stuff. And this is gonna take up of your time, so the amount of time that you have shrinks. And I think that we are in a fight of getting the most out of that time. Now, a parallel of this thing is that I started to think of the idea that the cost of learning grows exponentially with the older we become. Because it's exactly what I said previously. Now, when you are young, you have unlimited time that you can devote to whatever you want. But the older you become, that time has a bigger price. An easy way to put a price is to put it as a number, meaning money. The older you become, typically you earn more, so an hour of your time is gonna cost more. But I'm not referring necessarily to that. But for example, the older you become, you're gonna have kids, and you might want to spend the time with them. Hence, you will not be able to, learn about machine learning or solve that algorithm, or try to understand how Apple marketed the Macintosh in '87 because your time is not gonna permit. So basically, to all those who think that they are in a competition with someone, or they want to prove something to someone else, or they think that there is anyone there who is getting their stuff and they can't, or they are not able to do something because of someone, the good news is that that's wrong. And the single one that you are competing with is you and time. Yep, I don't know, I think that this is true. This video is more of a recap of what I was thinking 1 year ago, and I hope that I said something interesting for you that are watching. See you in the next one.